Simba and I are in the Swedish Lapland, north of the Arctic Circle. Today is the day we celebrate Midsummer. So after this walk I will pack up and then we will head to the nearby little town. The Midsummer celebration is actually an old pagan tradition that has survived for ages. And originally it was a celebration of the Summer Solstice. That's how that is done. Now let's head out into the wilderness again. This winter I made a video about some old hydroelectric power plants down in southern Sweden, where I live. And while doing the research for that video, I read a lot about Sweden's industrial history, the history of all the hydroelectric power plants, why they started building them, and then I got into the history of the railways, and it was a very interesting rabbit hole I found myself in. And right now we are at the oldest major hydroelectric power plant north of the Arctic Circle, and it has a very fascinating history all for itself. This is the Porjus hydroelectric power plant. They started building it in 1910, and back then this was roadless country. There were no roads to this spot. They built it in order to supply the railways with electricity, mainly the iron ore railway between Luleå in Sweden and Narvik in Norway. And it is so fascinating. The way they transported material to this place was by foot. They walked here from Gällivare, that is 50 kilometers away, through marshland and over mountains. And then they built this railway. The first part of this railway was to supply material for the building of this power plant, and then the railway got extended and is now what is called the inland lane. And the bridge we were at, the place we just camped, is a part of that railway. It's so fascinating being here where it all kind of started. If you like this kind of stuff, I will link to the video I made about the power plants down south, so you can check it out. Once in a while I get the question if the ModCAP family tent is noisy when it's windy. I guess you can judge for yourself now. By the way, what do you think that that was on the top of the mountain we were just at on our hike? My best guess is that it's a hideout for hunting, but I'm not sure. What do you think? It's actually pretty cold in the wind. I just repositioned this, so now the roof is up against the wind. That helped a lot. I've now repositioned again, and it's the next day. My plan yesterday was that I wanted to film some midnight sun from that mountain, but the weather turned on me. it became so cloudy you couldn't see the sun at all. And then it started raining. And the wind just kept going. And this morning it was only 6 degrees Celsius, and it was still raining, and it was still very windy and so cold. And I could see on the weather forecast that it didn't look like it would get any better. So now we are here, sunny and warm. It's nice. This is why I chose to come to this place. Midnight sun. I could see on the weather forecast that if I wanted better weather I should go east, so I did. And I could see on the map that this hill would be here with clear sky to the north. So I haven't had this opportunity until this night. Right now I've either been staying at a place with no clear sky to the north, or it has been bad weather. But now wow. This is amazing. I was a bit concerned that the clouds in the horizon would cover up the sun, but then when it broke through, I didn't expect to get all emotional. What an experience this is. The sun is at its lowest right now. From now on it will only rise again. What a special place in the world. I'm amazed. I'll go back to Simba. He's keeping the bed warm for me. But again, what an experience. when I said we headed east, this is how far we went. That is Finland over there. But we're not going that way. We've been driving along that river that makes the border to Finland and just stumbled upon this little place. It's not every day you get the opportunity to camp right at the Finnish border, right by the river. My overlanding here in the Swedish Lapland is far from over, but I am going to end this video here and use the rest of this rainy day for editing. In the next video you can look forward to my continued adventures. I hope you enjoyed following along this far. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.